Harlem, New York, on 125th Street, the Commander General Yohana. And if you're not in the Isupk, you are not in the truth. I'm Officer of 1,000 Aram here with my brother, Officer 50 Aramawan. We about to get into the biblical law class on this day, man. Touch on some of the topics and some of the things that's going on in this earth, and also bring out some heavy topics and verses about what's happening. And so many things happening today, man. It's like your head and explode. You know what I'm saying? One major thing that was standing out today, though, to me was the fact that uh, they've been talking about the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. You know what I'm saying? And this president, he's supposed to be going to talk to find a few people that's still alive, which is amazing to me. One of them is 107 years old, and they was going over the accounts that they had witnessed that day while they was there. And one lady, man, she 107 years old, man. But Joe Biden, Joe Biden had they say Joe Biden marked the 100th anniversary of the massacre that destroyed the thriving black community in Tulsa, declaring Tuesday that he had come to fill the silence about one of the nation's darkest and long suppressed moments in racial violence. In 1921, on May the 31st and June the 1st, a white mob attacked this Tulsa, Oklahoma, and killed hundreds of people. Man, they was killing all black people. These white mobs was attacking that city, and they was killing all black people, man. And that was something that I noticed when I was growing up in high school. I never did when I was in grammar school and high school. I never did see that in history class. I never saw that in history class, man. And it's amazing how so many things are starting to come out. And then what's really heavy about that, as they was commemorating and talking about that massacre, uh, 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 um, a white mob attacked and burnt down. I think the last building from that era. I think it was a church or something. You know, while Trump was talking about the anniversary of this bad situation, another white mob did the same thing, which though it had to be the children of those people from that time. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show, man, it's no matter what these people say to us, no matter what these people do, our people need to stop trying to connect with these people. Stop trying to go to them and you can't trust the things that they say. And that's even in the Bible, man. The Bible will tell us in Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. The Bible will tell us, man, that we're gonna go to that verse and we're gonna read it out for you guys and tell you what the Bible say, man. But but this is a terrible thing, man. This what happened to these people, man. They was killing all the black peoples. A 107-year-old woman, man. She was sitting down and remembering the accounts of that day, and thinking and talking about how it affected her life even up to today. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a few people alive that was from that lived there at that time. But anyway, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10 tell us what?
Khan, Ecclesiasticus 12, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemies.
And we all know who our enemies are, man. I'm being honest with you. That's in the book, the Apocrypha. The Bible, that was part of the Bible, and they took it out of the Bible, man. We should not never trust our enemies. You should never trust your enemies because they speak with the forked tongue. The Indians used to say it. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened to them. Over and over and over again, they made peace treaties with these people, our brothers, the Native American Indian. And I think they said it was like 170 peace treaties that they did with them. And they broke every last one of them. And now it's done got to a point where they started committing genocide on our brothers and sisters to the point where they spread it out very far and few and in between. And they on reservations today. And they spirits have been beaten down. When you meet those Native American Indians, the majority of the time they either real bad alcoholics or drug addicts or something, man. And that's a terrible thing, man. And that's just, these people are wicked. These people are wicked. They wicked, man, and they've been destroying this place ever since they've been out of those caves. And Jesse Jackson and all the rest of these so-called
Al Sharpton.
yeah, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all of the so-called community leaders or political or in the political arena, everybody trying to still connect with these doggone people, man. Even all the way up to today, you steady seeing mass shootings, or you see the racism that's in America. Everybody witnessed it when Trump was in play. When Trump was in the White House, man, these people had really became emboldened, and they wasn't hiding their racism.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a secret no more. It's not a secret to the world that the average white person, they wear their hatred on their sleeve, man.
That's right.
You know, and they ain't afraid to show it. You know what I'm saying? I have been at my neighborhood in different communities right here in Chicago, and white people will either throw a bottle at me or throw something in my car while I got my family in it, and things like that when you're in these little suburbs and stuff. I have experienced racism firsthand. Seriously, I have. And it's crazy, man, that we keep trying to love these people. When the Most High, he doing everything. Not the Most High is so sick and tired of this crap till he's sending plagues and stuff to this earth. He trying to shake us loose from these people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't want us to mix with them. He don't want us marrying with them people. He don't want us celebrating their holidays or none of that stuff, man. And for years, ever since the beginning, ever since they drug our ancestors over here in America, man, all you have to do is research. That's all you have to do. You research, man. These people are evil as hell. The white man is the devil that the Bible speak of,
Right.
and you have to realize that, man. We have to stop listening to these false preachers, man. These preachers study teaching God's people that we should love everyone. You know what I'm saying? They did a hate crime on them Chinese and stuff. Now they done passed a bill for them. You know what I'm saying? A few of them, that white boy went over there and shot up a few of them in their beauty salons and stuff. That the government done passed a damn bill talking about some hate crimes. When hate crimes have been committed on black people ever since they started putting us over here off them ships.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that these pastors and these community leaders, and even Farrakhan, I remember back in the days, Farrakhan, he used to say the white man, him and Elijah Muhammad, and they always used to say the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. But today, Farrakhan, he up there on the stage kissing white people. You know what I'm saying? This great Islam or Christianity is not for black people, man. That stuff is destroying us, man. These churches are a major problem in the black communities. You want to chime in up? These churches are a major problem in the black communities because they're misleading God's flocks. They're misteaching God's people, man. Because our Father is Yahushua is a man of war, man.
Right.
He's not a good God of all love.
Right.
That is not true, man. And the only way that you can serve the Most High, you got to have some fortitude.
Right.
You got to be strong. You can't be afraid to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to join with these other people. We got to stop our girls from marrying these other races, and our young men that's getting money, and time they get a little successful, the first thing they want to do is go get them a white girl, man. And that's crazy, because that's angering the Most High. That's in the Bible. That's angering the Most High, because we study straying further and further away from the law, statutes, and commandments. We're putting ourselves in a situation where we don't even have to be in. All we have to do is obey the Most High. And if you're not obeying the Most High, you don't have a relationship with the Most High, man.
Right.
It's simple as that. Let's jump over to Deuteronomy 28:1. According to the Bible, we're finna tell you what the Lord say, man. Not what it's not about what we say or how we feel. We're going off of everything that's going on in this earth. These people are so wicked till they're killing one another. They're attacking one another. The whole world witnessed what happened on Capitol Hill. That was white on white crime. Them people that was following Donald Trump, they was up there. They wasn't up there. That wasn't no peaceful march. That wasn't no peaceful gathering. Them people went up there for a reason, man. They went up there with violence and with malicious intents. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get down on one another. So you know, dog, they ain't got no problem getting out on the black brother. And for the life of me, I don't understand how these jakes are steady trying to in these different. You can see it's one Jake in the political arena, man. This dude, he's so shameful, man. I can't remember his name, but he is so shameful, man. And you can tell that these people don't have no love for their own people. It's impossible for you to love your people and love the white man at the same time.
That's right.
You cannot do it because when you're doing that, everybody, I don't care how you feel or what you say. When them people close their eyes and pray, man, they praying to that white Caesar Borgia, that white Jesus. That's what they mimicking. And when they get up, they looking at the white man like he's a spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? Because of the subconscious. And these subconscious, these people think that how the Lord is white, man. But the Bible clearly states and shows his complexion and his color, man, who he here for. So that's the thing, man. We got to stop trusting our enemies, man. That's one thing that's really messing us up. And the reason why we're trying to trust our enemies, like we just said, because of Christianity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then these Muslims, man, I ain't seen a Muslim attack no white people. I ain't seen no Muslim check no white people, but they'll check the hell out of another brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm being honest with you. They will snap on another brother, man. These Europeans been murdering and killing and causing all kind of chaos in the earth. I'm talking about to a point where they bring this place down like crazy. But yet I've seen white Muslims. They even accepted white men that want to convert to Muslim, and they accepting that. You know what I'm saying? And they look like that little white boy. He finna come up to trial now. That murdered all those black people in that church.
Mm-hmm.
He about to come up to trial, man. That white boy walked in that church and sat down in the back of the church. They say for a couple hours, listening to them black people pray and having a Bible study and all this stuff. And then he got up and killed everybody he could in that damn place, man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. I don't care how they come or how nice they seem. If you see, it's actually like I noticed that these white people walking out black communities and it'd be a corner full of brothers talking to each other and doing their thing. A white boy could walk up, a little white boy walk past with that backpack on. Everybody should be watching him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one you should have your damn eyes on. You study talking about these ops. You study talking about another young black man is your enemy. These white people are our enemies, man, our natural enemies to the black man. And there's no other race of people on this planet got more right to go to war with these white people than we do.
That's right.
But according to the Bible, that's not what the Most High wants us to do, man. Our battle is spiritual, not carnal.
That's right.
Because these people, they run in the earth. They run in the earth, man. So once again, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 states that never trust your enemies. So that's one thing that you should think about. You can read it for yourself, man.
That's right.
Jump over to let's go to
Deuteronomy 28:1.
yeah, go there.
That's
28:1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And the Lord said, if we was to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, that he would set us on high above all the nations on the earth. That don't sound like the Most High want us to mix with these other nations to me. The Lord want us to rule this earth like we used to.
Right.
The Most High want us to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and he'll put every one of these nations in their own land. And they would have to cling to us the way we clinging to them today. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we're in the condition that we're in, because we're being disobedient. These pastors are study teaching that you saved by grace, or if you want your blessing, send in your tithes or your offerings. And then they'll teach you, then you got to look at it, man. These pastors, man, look, they got heaven right here on earth just because they sitting up there with their clean suits on, they driving nice cars, and it look like the Lord is on their side. So people clinging to that because they know a few Bible verses and stuff. But really, these people don't give a damn about God's people, man.
That's right.
I promise you, they don't, man. You got to realize that these pastors don't give a damn about God's people, because if they did, they would do with the Most High. They don't have a relationship with the Most High. They lying. When they tell you they got a personal relationship with the Most High, they lying. And we know they lying because they're not doing what the Lord said do. How on earth can you follow? How on earth can you find God and then disobey Him? You can't do that.
That's right.
You cannot do that, man. That's not how it works. According to the Bible, we have to do what the Lord said do, man. Read that one more time, Mark.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his
Now,
commandments.
the Bible said if we hearken diligently, that means listen and pay attention and make it a repetition in your life. That's what that means. We should be we should be doing exactly what the Most High said do. And the only people on this planet that's teaching how to obey the Most High are the men in the Isupk.
That's right.
The men in the Isupk are the real priests and prophets of the Most High, man. Yeah, we rocking boots and braids and beards, you know what I'm saying? But Yahushua was he's a man of war.
Right.
He's not no effeminate dude, man, teaching all love. That's why the Pharisees and the Sadducees killed Yahushua, man, because he was so radical. He was so radical, man, and he was destroying and tearing down everything that they believed, man, and it was messing with their money, and he was about messing with their power and stuff. That's why they killed the Lord. They didn't kill the Lord because he was a sweet, soft-spoken guy. Yahushua, according to the Bible, he was a rough-looking guy, real dark complexion, and with a strong voice, and very, very, very masculine, man. Go jump over to Deuteronomy 27:1 right quick.
Okay.
This is why we are being destroyed and attacked, and our people been dying, man, since they done had us over here, man. Our people been dying in horrific ways. In horrific ways. You got it?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I commanded you this day.
Now Moses said, this is a commandment which I command you this day. Read.
You want from there? I'll go to the next verse.
No, come on, I tell you what. Let's jump over to Romans 15:4. All through the Bible, all they talk about is do what the Most High said do. If you don't do what the Most High said do, you don't have a relationship with Him. What He said do, follow His law, statutes, and commandments to the letter. We're supposed to live by this. It's written. He says written in our hearts. We're not talking about the muscle in your chest that's beating, pushing blood through your body. We're talking about your brain, man.
That's right.
We're supposed to bring all our thoughts under the captivity of the Lord, man. Of what he tell us to do. And the only place you're gonna learn how to do that is in the Isupk, man.
That's right.
I'm being honest with you. It's time for those pastors in these churches to start closing their doors. Even when the pandemic came, they had to close their doors. The Lord sent that pandemic to this place, man, to show us that He not in them buildings, man. Y'all may as well stop going to them doggone buildings. Them buildings are full of homosexuals and demons, and it's like a Babylon up in that place, man. It's like Babylon up in that place. They doing everything in them doggone churches. Everything. They talking any kind of way. They're not following none of the law, statutes, commandments, man. Read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Now the Bible said everything that was written aforetime, which though all the way back to Moses, to Abraham, was written for our learning. We should be. This book is a black man's independence. This book is our hope. This is where our hope is at. Our hope is not in our enemy. Our hope is not in you voting or marching or joining with these other nations, trying to get along with them. That's not where our hope. Our hope is not in the white man or none of them other nations outside the 12 tribes. Our hope is right here in this Bible, man.
That's right.
Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. This is the only place we have hope at. Deuteronomy 4:5. This is the only place we have our hope at. In the Most High. Yahushua, that's our hope. Following the Most High. And the only way you're gonna learn how to follow the Most High is in coming into the schools. When you see our brothers on Saturdays out on them camps and stuff, you need to get a card, get the information, and start coming to these schools. You will be surprised what you hear. You'll be surprised what you learn. I'm being honest with you. Your life will change. It's a guarantee, because you're going to start shaking off all the things of the world, And that's important to shake off all the things of the world. Stop following everything. Just yesterday, everybody had their grills going. All you could smell was pork in the air.
All you can smell.
Pork in the air and big old nasty lobster legs and shrimps and crabs, man. I don't know why all of a sudden our black women just eating the hell out of that crap. Our black women love them some shrimp, crab, and lobster for some reason, man. And that stuff is not even healthy for your body, to be honest with you.
It's like if I could, then to see the defilement of people wearing American flags on their, you know, I mean, to me, that's just a couple months ago with George Floyd, you couldn't stand America. Right. And then you turn around and on the Memorial Days and the 4th of July, you want to wear American flags, you want to do everything America do. Right. But when America put their foot on your neck, then you hate them. Right. You know, and to me, it's just sad. You look at it, I went home and turned on TV with my rib and just sat there and watched TV. I said, I don't even want to smell. I don't even want nothing to do with barbecue. You take the barbecue out the refrigerator. I don't even want barbecue sauce in there. Right. You know?
I stayed in the house all day yesterday, and I see my cousin, man. I got a couple cousins that served in the military, man. They out there blowing their bugles and commemorating the fallen soldiers. Okay, but what about the soldiers, man, back when they started coming from Vietnam and stuff? They was murdering them black men, coming over and spitting on them and abusing them and killing them and stuff in their uniforms. Yep. Them white people, man, I done read story after story where even my dad used to tell me how it was black platoons and white platoons, and the white guys would take they had to. It's like the black man was in 2 wars while he was over there. He was battling against the whites of America, and then they going against whatever country they was in. You know, white people have always showed their hatred towards black people, no matter what they have done.
Salaki, if I could just bring up this a quick article that this was something else that happened right before the Tulsa, Oklahoma riot massacre was the Chicago race riots in 1919. They killed they started killing them black boys because they floated over to their side of the beach in Chicago. They had a black side of the beach and a white side of the beach.
Right. That started. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, they started that crap, man. These white people are something else, man. And they don't mind showing their hatred. Hell, you could go down there right now today. You could go down there on North Avenue Beach. The majority of the whites is right up in that area, and they be looking. Hey, you. Listen.
Come over there from Rainbow. Don't come from Rainbow. Y'all still there on Rainbow Beach.
Yeah, man. Man, hey, listen. You'll feel better if you say the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of every day, and get your butt and start taking your spirit out of America, man. Because these people have showed continually. Ever since they came over here and assassinated and committed genocide on the Native American Indian. And when I was in over there by Nevada and stuff, man, the mountains and stuff, all I could think about was our people. And I was seeing that land, and I was seeing that open land and the mountains and stuff. All I could think about is how our brothers used to ride down all around in there, living in there on their horses and stuff, man. This is their land. Those were the first people here. Christopher Columbus ain't discovered a damn thing, man. And that's another thing. These people, they love their forefathers. They know their forefathers had slaves. They know their forefathers were murderers and thieves and liars, man. And they love the hell out of them. They want to erect statues everywhere, them people, man. And they know these people was wicked as hell. And these are the ancestors to those people, man. When listen, the Declaration of Independence and all that stuff, that ain't got a damn thing to do with black people at all. I'm telling you, it don't have nothing to do with black people, man. Our people were in chains with muzzles on their mouths, with shackles on their necks, man. When they was doing that, raping the women, murdering the men, raping the men. They was doing all sorts of horrific things to our people, and they still doing it. And the people that was doing it then are dead and gone, but these are the ancestors that we're around today. These are the ancestors we're around today. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
The Bible said, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments. Moses telling God's people, Moses received a commandment from the Lord to teach us his statutes and judgments. Read.
Khan, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
And we're not doing that, man. That's the whole problem. Let's jump over, go to Baruch 2 and 5 right fast.
Khan.
We bringing out scriptures showing that this is how you have a relationship with the Most High, man. It's only one way to have a relationship with the Lord, and that's to obey Him.
That's right.
Grace and mercy is not going to save you. That's not true. Paying your tithes is a commandment, but that's not what's going to save you. You know what I'm saying? And we in hell right now today. Why do the pastors teach us that, we see with our own eyes, every other race of people outside of the 12 tribes, they got heaven right here on earth. But when we sit in front of the pastors and stuff, and they teaching us, we got to die to go to heaven. Why I got to die to go to heaven? Why I got to die to have a peace of mind or a piece of heaven? Why we have to die to have a piece of heaven? But these other nations, they got heaven right here on earth, and that should make you think, man. These Chinese, the Africans. Come on, man. Especially the white man. Every nation want to be like the white man. He's so powerful, and he's so proud. You know what I'm saying? They are so proud today, but the Lord gonna bring them down, man. Read.
Khan. 2 and 5, right?
I tell you what, go
2 and 5.
Huh.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God.
Now y'all heard that? Please read that one more time, a little more loud and a little more clear.
Khan. This is Baruch, chapter 2, verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God, and have not been obedient unto His voice.
And that's what's happening, man. We haven't been obedient to the voice of the Most High, man. Everybody doing their own thing. Everybody wanna be homosexuals. Everybody wanna sell drugs. Everybody wanna eat what they wanna eat. Everybody wanna sleep with other people's wives. Even our women have turned into some of the biggest whores on the planet.
That's right. I'm
being honest with you, man. Our women don't have no shame. None. Our sisters are walking around damn near butt naked. And I can remember a time since I've been alive where it was a time where sisters was covered up.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters was covered up, man. They was dressing modestly. It was a time when our sisters, they was so feminine, they didn't even want to walk on that hard ground out there with no shoes on their feet. It ain't nothing to see a girl walk down the street with no shoes on her feet today. It's nothing to go in Walmart and see a sister in there with her cheeks hanging out.
Yep.
It's a damn family store. It's a store. Walmart is a family store, man. And now since it's hot out there, man, it's so many sisters coming outside scantily dressed, man. No shame at all. Anytime you can walk down the street with some pants, man, with your tail hanging out, and you see the bottom of the breast, and just showing everything, man. Our black sisters have completely turned themselves into whores, man. Right. And they think it's okay. And another thing that they think it's okay to do, these black sisters really feel like it's okay for them to run their own household. That's another thing. These black women don't feel like they need black men no more. That's right. The average sister out here, man, she do not feel like she need no black man. She feel like she could do it on her own. Right. She really do, man, and she ain't trying to hear nothing. She don't want to hear nothing a black man got to say. If a brother tell one of these sisters she need to go in there and cover up, man, she might call the police on that man. That's right. You ain't my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. And then you raising up the kids that's being raised up. That's why the children on these corners and stuff today, the young men, if y'all pay attention, these young men walking around, man, with their pants all the way down now, up under their butts. I mean, it was where they was just sagging and you just see the butts, but now they walking with you can see everything now. That's gay, man. That is a homosexual. That crap started in Alcatraz somewhere, where the black guy, they said the homosexuals, which they wear their clothes like that, showing that they're available. Mm-hmm. And now the boys is naked like the girls are out here in these streets and shooting every damn thing. Just jumping out of the stolen cars. I was just looking at the news the other day. 3 guys jumped out of a stolen car, man, and shot at a crowd of a whole crowd of people. Killed 2 and injured up a whole lot of more. I mean, it's like our people have become so wicked, very wicked, man, and it's all because we're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Read that one more time from the top.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2, and verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God, and have not been obedient unto his voice.
And that's what's going on. That's what we're witnessing, man. This is what we're witnessing. We're not following the law, statutes, commandments. We're not being obedient to the voice of the Most High. This Bible is alive, man. This Bible is save our lives.
That's right.
Don't you know if we follow this Bible and do what the Lord said do, it will save our lives. It will save our lives, man. And we dying. We dying like cattle. We dying like livestock. Not only are we going against one another, we having problems and beefs and killing one another, but we got other nations that's killing us too. And if the Most High don't come back soon, man, we're not going to survive this place. We're not going to survive this place. Let's jump over to John. I think it's 1 John. If you check 1 John 2 and 3.
Okay.
1 John chapter 2 and verse. I think that's it.
I believe that's the one.
Yeah, 1 John chapter 2 and verse 3.
Okay.
So once again, man, it's just we getting to a point where we don't even know how to talk to one another and resolve things, man. It's like any little thing, we'll kill each other. Any little thing, and all sorts of hate and demons are busting out, man. And that's crazy. It was another situation where we was reading a barber here in Chicago. I guess he was cutting one of his customers' hair, and the customer refused to pay the brother, and he murdered the man right there on the spot. Now I'm sure $20 or $25. You know, I think I would have just let him go on, and I would have never cut his hair no more. But this brother then killed another brother because he wasn't paying for his haircut. Now he in jail with first-degree murder.
If I could, and that's heavy what you bringing up, because you was just talking about how prideful the oppressor is, and that spirit of pridefulness we got from the oppressor. Because at one point in time, we loved our brothers like we loved ourselves. Right. But now you see like $20, $5 to have a brother kill his own brother.
Yeah.
And that's something that the oppressor do. Oppressor, you can step on just like they go to war. They go to war off nothing. They go to war because somebody else going to war with somebody else.
Right.
That's the pride. You know, our brothers carrying that same spirit of pride because that's something we learned from the oppressor.
Damn right.
As we learned from all
and
others.
They're gonna pay for it. They're gonna all the bloodshed that's being shedded, man. The white man is behind it because these guns. There's too many guns in the streets. This rifle association has become so powerful till the Supreme Court can't even do nothing with it. This is a powerful Shalaki, this is a powerful organization, and they making money hand over fist. And you got a lot of white people buying these guns and bringing them into the black community and selling them, man. Because I'm seeing military type weapons in the streets of Chicago, seriously. And I know doggone well that all these guns ain't legal. You cannot believe that. You got it.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
Now, according to the Bible, it says hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. And we're not keeping his commandments. And the pastors are to blame for it. These pastors have been misleading God's people from day one, man. These are not spiritual men. These men have not been called by the Most High. They are self-appointed men that went to the white man's theologian schools, and these white people showing them how to teach God's people to keep them blind.
So, like, would this be a good precept for, you know how women always say, I got my own personal relationship with God.
Right.
I got my own personal, the Bible say, you hereby do know that you know him if you keep the commandments. So if you ain't keeping the commandments, which you don't know.
You don't know him. That's right. You contradict. You fooling yourself.
Come on,
you lying to yourself. You have convinced yourself that the lifestyle you living is okay. And that's pure wickedness, man. Because that's contrary to what the Bible is saying.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's time for us to wake up, Israel. Because you can tell how things are happening and things are being revealed today and all this stuff, man. And the Lord is doing something in this earth, man. And everybody thinking that the city finna open back up and the corona is over with and they finna get back to life as usual. You got to remember back in Noah days, everybody was partying and kicking it and thinking everything was fine. And when that damn boat closed, that was it. Okay, and ain't nothing new under the sun, okay? The Lord coming back real soon, man. Now, for all of y'all that want to celebrate these doggone holidays and y'all keep on cooking all this crazy food and you doing your thing and all that, Proverbs 3 and 31. We'll go to Proverbs 3 and 31, man, and it'll tell you exactly. This Bible, we got to follow these Bible, and the only place you're going to learn how to do that and get a good understanding of what the Lord wants us to do is to come into the school of the Isupk.
Right.
We are not affiliated with no other Israelite groups that's out there, man. Right. We do not believe in raping little girls. We do not believe that you can't keep on just doing what you want to do. You can't. You got to fight off them demons. We all got to wrestle off them demons. We got this a must, because if you're not, you sinning. You sinning, and the only person you sinning against is the Most High.
That's right.
Proverbs 3 and 31.
Makan, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressors, and choose none of his ways.
Now, when the Bible said envy thou not the oppressor, we all know who our oppressor is. Look at the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing. Look at all the abortion clinics in our neighborhoods. These abortion clinics and now these marijuana clinics is all in the Black and Hispanic communities, man. And they even wrestling over that. They done shut all the Black people out, and all the white people have taken the large majority of that and getting paid money hand over fist. Well, which though the weed is the reason why a lot of Black brothers are in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot of brothers in the penitentiary from back in the days that was caught with pounds of weed and stuff like that, man. But now today they done legalized it, trying to keep all of America. They want to keep everybody high because they have an agenda, man. And we have to realize that. We have to wake up. Let's go over to 2 Chronicles 15 and 3. 15 and 3. 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 3. Since 1969, man, the men in the Isupk have been bringing out the truth to God's people, man. And right before that, the Lord has shut up His word to all of us, and people would just open the Bible and read, man, and they didn't know what the hell they was reading. Right. They didn't know what they was doing, man. But since 1969, under Commander General Yohana, the Lord has started waking God's people back up, man. He's pouring His Spirit back into this earth. And you're not going to find it in no Christian church, no Muslim mosque. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all these brothers walking around selling bean pies, walking around with these little tight suits on with that bow tie and stuff, talking about you're a Muslim. I bet you won't strap no bomb on yourself and go blow your damn self up. I bet you if you're a real Muslim, you'll do that. Just like if you was a real African. Niggas think they Arab. If you're a real African, go on and put that plate in your lip. Go on and put that big plate in your lip. Put that big bone in your nose. Go over there and let a cow piss on your head. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Do that. Then I think you really are African. You know, but come on, man. Those are not our cultures and stuff, and these are not our religions, man. Christianity is not for us. Christianity was forced on Black people by the white man. That's right. He was beating that stuff. That was beaten into our people, man. Just like this language that we speaking. English is not our native language. Hebrew is our native language. These people have destroyed us to the point where we don't even know who we are anymore. Right. We don't have no idea who we are no more. And that's bad. 2 Chronicles 15 and 3.
God, it's the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 3. Now, for a long season, Israel hath been without the true God, and without a teaching priest, and without law.
It's now for a long season, Israel has been without the true God, man. That's because everybody been serving the wrong God. Everybody been praying to that white Jesus. Our great-great-grandmothers, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our mothers and dads, all that stuff was passed down from generation to generation. And we weren't praying to Yahweh Shai. We weren't praying to Yahweh. We weren't praying to the one and only true and living God, man. We was praying to these other people, God, man. Color does matter. The God we serve is racist, man. He a black man like we are. You know what I'm saying? And we that is for a long season, Israel has been without the true God and without a teaching priest. Since 1969, the Lord done started put his priests back out into the streets, man.
That's right.
Every other pastors, them back in the day, them thunder pastors, they was preaching and spitting and that crap. They call them thunder pastors. So they're scared the hell out of you. I used to listen to them, but they were still misleading God's people, man. Because right after every sermon, they was eating catfish, rib tips, all that stuff. And all of that stuff is an abomination to the Most High. If you got a relationship with the Lord, you're going to do exactly what the Lord said do. And it's not grievous. It's not hard. You can apply this to your life, man, and your life will be better. You'll be better off. You'll be way better off. And without law, ain't none of us been following the law, statutes, and commandments, man, because we didn't know what it was. We was busy trying to follow our oppressors. We were busy being groomed, and that's why all of us was suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, in love with our oppressors. And we all still are today, except for the brothers and sisters that's in the Isupk. Because can't no white man come in here and pick up the Bible and tell us a damn thing. They can't tell us nothing. They can't pick up the Bible and tell us nothing, man. Because we know he don't know what he's talking about. You know, I thought I knew the Bible somewhat until I got in here.
Right.
When I got in here and I'm trying to hold my hand up and ask questions and trying to say something, man, and everything I'm saying, they telling me, no, that ain't it. I'm like, what the hell? Come on, man. I have been misled my entire life. I'm 59 years old, man. My whole damn life, for 55 years, I've been misled. I've been misled all that time, man, thinking that I had a relationship with the Most High. You know, I couldn't fight off them damn demons. I've been baptized 5 times in different churches. You know what I'm saying? I've been going to church my entire life. You understand what I'm saying? And for the life of me, I would go in them churches and sit in there sometimes 2 sermons. You know what I'm saying? And when I leave out of there, I'm firing up. I'm firing up, or I'm chasing some whore running down the street. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm selling my brother drugs. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was wrong, and I knew I shouldn't be doing it, but I didn't know how to stop. I did not know how to stop. My whole life has changed since I've been in the school. Not only mentioning that, but the Most High done gave me a whole new family. Now, we born into families, man. We can't help the families that we born into, but the Lord, according to the Bible, man, you'll meet a brother in the streets that'll stick to you closer than a brother.
That's right.
And these brothers in the school, man, they my brothers. They literally are my brothers. They concerned, they care, and they got my back. And I have theirs. Brother, you call it brotherhood, man.
That's right.
And that's the main thing that the black communities are lacking today. Brother, we don't have no brother. What we just read to you about this barber. If he would have looked at that man like that's my brother, man. And he destroyed that man. I'm sure that man had children. Probably, depending on how old he was, he probably had grandkids, parents, and family members. He dead because he wouldn't pay for he probably didn't like the damn haircut or something. I don't know. You know, but I'm just saying, that shouldn't have happened.
That's right.
That shouldn't have happened. We should care about each other enough not to kill one another, man. We should care about each other enough not to be lying and hurting one another and being vindictive or stuff like that, man. That go for the brothers and the sisters, man.
That's right.
I'm being honest with you,
Right.
and you don't learn. It don't come overnight. But if you keep coming to this school, you'll fight off all them demons. You'll get baptized in the Word of God, not in water.
Right.
Don't go get baptized in water. That don't work. I went down. I told you I went down fat. I done been to Bill Winston. I done been to Charles Jenkins and them over there on 47 in Princeton. I done been to Sweet Holy Spirit. I done been to quite a few of these churches in Chicago. And I never had a change. As a matter of fact, while I was sitting there, I couldn't even stay woke. Sitting in that damn place, the place so boring, man. I'm sitting over there fighting like hell to stay woke.
If I could, that's heavy what you're bringing out, because that was me too. But when I got into the school, like, you can't keep, like, you don't even want to fall asleep because you learn so much while you're in the school, and you actually learning who you is and what your culture is and
right.
what you're supposed to be like and how you're supposed to act.
Exactly.
Like, you don't even want to sleep on it. You don't want to miss a moment of it when you come in here.
And plus, you get a chance to participate.
Okay.
You can ask questions. All the years I was in churches, I could never ask questions, and I had a lot of questions in my mind. And a few times when I did go to their Bible studies, they couldn't answer the questions that I was asking.
Okay.
She was like, "Well, I got to get back to you." And there was usually a woman standing in front of the class teaching. They could never answer some of the questions because I had a lot of things going through my head, man, that didn't add up. You know what I'm saying? I really did, and I couldn't get no questions. I couldn't get no answers. None. I could not get no answers, man, at all, and that was crazy as all out, man. Damn, what we
was in 2 Chronicles 2 and 3. We finished.
Okay, go to John 8:22.
Okay.
I mean 8:32. John 8:32, man. The title for this class today is False Preachers, man. These preachers are in a world of trouble because they greedy dogs that's misleading God's flock, man, and all they about is the money. I'm being honest with you. Y'all got to listen to us, man. These pastors, all they about is swagging out and getting a fat check, getting a bankroll, and they getting paid from the politicians. They getting paid from God's people. They getting paid from everywhere, man. Why do you think there's not a black store in the black community? Because they okaying for these other nations they getting paid to let these other nations come into our communities, man. They getting checks in them backdoor deals downtown. Them Pastor Charles Jenkins, he always having. I used to see him, man. Every time I looked up, he was doing something with the politicians. And then when voting season come around, they letting all these different politicians come into their churches and stuff. Voting is not going to help us, man. Don't you see that by now? There's no change. You voting to put an oppressor over you when these white people are steady murdering our people, man. What make you think these people are good people? What make you think these people care about your community? Don't you realize no matter all the years that you've been voting since Martin Luther King and them been fighting for non-segregation, there has been no change in the black communities. The only change is the white man steady coming into our communities, buying up everything and raising the prices on everything. That's what's happening. Black people are losing their buildings. We done lost everything. We don't even have a community no more, man. We just live here, man, piled up on top of one another. Cause there ain't no brotherhood in these communities, and we don't give a damn about one another. And brotherhood is a weapon, man. Brotherhood would be a weapon for us if we would turn back to it. You got it? John
8:32.
Come.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And that's if you know the truth, and the truth should make you free. The truth is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. And obviously we don't know the truth because we're not free. If you think because you got a nice house and a couple of diplomas and your kids are going through school, you got a decent paying job, you're not free. You're still a slave in America. All our people that migrated from the South, running from that Jim Crow law, them were slaves, man, coming back to the North, running from prosecution and rape and murder and stuff, man. These Social Security numbers that we have, those are nothing but numbers that they can keep up with us, man. You activate that damn number, and I guarantee you that white man coming. You got to have one of them numbers. Those numbers are for a reason, man. And I don't have a full understanding about it, but it's something about the two middle numbers that would make them know whether you black or white. From what I understand, I was researching it a little bit. It's something about them middle two numbers that it's something about the middle two numbers that let the government know whether you're a black person or a white person, whether you realize it or not. Let's go over to Isaiah 30 and 9. These people are systematically doing what they're doing and keeping us in this condition that we in. We didn't put ourselves in these conditions. They calling us savages and they calling us all sorts of bad words and all this other stuff. We didn't put ourselves in this condition, man. We was put into this condition. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know how to wake up and get out of it because we have been destroyed because of a lack of knowledge. Because these pastors don't know what they're doing at all. Isaiah 30 and 9.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
And that's what's happening right now. When the men in the Isupk get outside, man, and we be preaching to the wind, a lot of our blacks, man, and oppressors stand in front of the camp. Man, the average black person that see that, man, they get so offended, they get so pissed off, and they want to hug the white man. They want to defend them. You know what I'm saying? They feel sorry for them, tell them y'all preaching hate. That ain't what the Lord said. The Lord said love everybody. That's not what the Lord said, man. That just go to show you how blind our people really are. The Lord did not tell us to love all races. He told us to separate them. He said don't even trust your enemy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we damn, because that's all we trying to do. We study trying to connect ourselves to these people because we believe that we should be one big human race. One big race that's on the planet. We should all be loving one another. Then when is our turn then? If we're gonna love one another, how come we can't get a turn to be on top? Why we can't live in big old beautiful homes and drive beautiful cars and all that stuff? Go ahead.
Like if I could, yeah, they started doing it in Tulsa, Oklahoma for a second. As soon as the oppressors seen they had a thriving community. That's why you see in a lot of these communities today where you don't have the black men and black women owning businesses no more because the government said as long as if we allow them to own businesses in their own communities, it's gonna turn back into another Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't want them to do that. So we allow the Arabs to come in here and take the community over. I ain't seen so many Arabs cook chicken in my life.
Right.
Fried chicken.
Right. And getting these stores. And then they so slick with it, the police will come and close them down, and they'll just put it in another name and their cousin.
And their cousin, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they're doing, man. All these other races of people come over here, and the government would give them grants and loans and stuff, and give them a way to make them some money off the black people. Okay. Money is not our problem. We black people are not lazy. Black people are not lazy. We work hard. We built this goddamn place. Okay, you really want to know the truth? We built this place. We did the 12 tribes, the Native American Indian. They called them Skywalkers. When they was building up these 30 and 40-story buildings downtown. The black man, we built this doggone place. We have just as much rights to be here as any other race of people on this damn planet, man. But by us not following the law, statutes, and commandments, we on the bottom. The Lord said if we was to follow these law, statutes, and commandments, man, He told us He would put us on top. On the top of all these races. They would have to come to us and cling to us. And it'll be a better place. It'll be a better place. They won't be talking about we wouldn't be talking about no damn global warming because we wouldn't be eating all the damn shrimp, crab, and lobsters out to sea. You know what I'm saying? We'll be tilling the earth and then we'll be letting it rest. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be greedy dogs constantly, continually digging for oil, for the natural minerals of the planet, man.
That's right.
The earth is in turmoil right now because the white man is such a greedy bastard.
That's right.
That's why he can't get enough. He can't get enough. He want more and more. No matter how much he take, no matter how much he get, he's not satisfied. He want more and more, man. Isaiah 30 and 9.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
We study bringing up verses talking about the law of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. All through the Bible, that's all they talk about, the law of the Lord, following the laws of the Lord, man. That is so vital to our survival today. And everybody that's not following these laws, statutes, commandments, when the Lord come back, you are going to be in a world of trouble.
That's right.
I guarantee you, I promise you, man. Y'all better listen. Jump over to 1 John 2 and 3 right fast. These laws, statutes, commandments are what's going to help us. You may as well stop voting. Let them people have that stuff, man. Let them vote. Let them do them. Let them do them. Y'all got a chance to get that African in there, Barack Obama, man, and he He done legalized and gave these damn homosexuals a leg up. We did. Oh, okay. It's like Second Timothy 4:3.
Okay.
Barack Obama, they ain't did nothing but pass some laws, man, and gave these transsexuals the rights to make them think they got rights. But according to the Bible, man, they are an abomination to the Most High. Because being a homosexual is not an alternative lifestyle at all. It's an abomination to the Lord. Everybody know that's in their right mind that it's not okay for a man to lay with a man or a woman to lay with a woman. When I was a young boy, I used to think that seeing two women together would be sexy or cool or something like that. But now that I'm in the truth, man, this done put me in a position where I don't look at porn no more. I'm none of all the things that I used to do, I done finally got the strength spiritually to shake it off. And now I'm on the right track. I can honestly say that, and I'm glad for it. And I'm grateful for the Isupk, man, because the Isupk helped save my life. Because I was slowly destroying I'm grateful I'm not dead and in my grave, man.
That's right.
To be honest with you, the Lord didn't let me die in my sins. He let me witness a glimpse. He let me get a glimpse of heaven. He let me see what real brotherhood is like, real sisterhood is like. He gave me a chance to follow his law, statutes, and commandments, man, and come out of the making moral that I was in, man. Because I was a wicked bastard. I was a wicked bastard. I was selling my people drugs. I was getting high. I was doing all sorts of wickedness, man. But I had a zeal. I knew I was wrong, and I had a zeal. I wanted to have a relationship with the Most High, but I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't find the strength to do it because I thought being baptized or listening to these pastors and stuff was it. But that's not the way, y'all. It's time to wake up and come into these schools, man. The Isupk is the home of the truth. And if you want to be saved when the Lord come back, man, you better get your butt out of them streets, man.
That's right.
2 Timothy 4:3.
Okay. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
And that's what's happening, man. Don't nobody want to hear the truth, because when we tell you what the Bible said, we're telling you things that you have to stop doing. And everybody want to do their own thing. Read.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
And that's why everybody's still in these churches, because they like to hear what the preacher not... See, the preacher not telling you that you can't smoke weed. The preacher not telling you not to sleep with your brother or wife. The preacher not telling you not to sell drugs to your brother. The preacher telling you to come as you are. That's all he's saying. Come as you are. He don't give a damn if that's drug money. Just bring it here. That's it. He don't care if them girls were stripping last night and today now that they've been stripping and shaking their tails and selling butt all night, but today they in the church. He don't care if the pastor don't care if you change your life. They don't care if the Lord's people change their lives, man. I'm a witness to it. Read.
And shall be turned unto fable.
No, and they shall turn away their ears. Start at 4. Read the top of 4.
Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables.
And fables are lies. Everybody want to hear a lie. Everybody rather hear a sweet lie than to hear the hard truth. That's the truth right there. Everybody rather listen to a sweet lie, man, instead of listening to the hard truth. And if you come into the Isupk, you're gonna learn the truth. And according to the Bible, the truth will set you free.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you're not gonna love the world. You can't love the Most High and love the world at the same time.
That's right.
It's impossible, man. You cannot love the Most High and be in love with the world at the same time. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, right fast. And according to the Bible, man, it's vital that we turn back to these law, statutes, and commandments and stop doing it, stop following these pastors. Because these pastors are headed for a dead end, and he leading God's people. And anybody that's listening to him, he leading God's people right with him. Look how these big mega churches are. You got these mega churches, man, with thousands of God's people in there. And these pastors ain't teaching them that they not supposed to be eating that stuff or they supposed to live a certain way. All I'm saying, come as you are. Come as you are. And it ain't no change in the churches. And then on top of that, not only just that, but the churches are starting to be filled with homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, man. Ecclesiastics, yeah. 12 and 13.
Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Now, according to the Bible, man, the Bible said, let us hear the conclusion of the matter, the whole matter.
Okay.
Fear God. Don't nobody fear God today. Because if you fear God, you'll be doing what he said do. If the Lord said a woman should listen to her husband. These women don't want to be told what to do today. These women do not want to be told what to do today. They got a masculine, the majority of them got a masculine spirit on them. And stand in front of a brother and act like they want to fight with him.
Sure. Knowing
If that man hit you the right way, man, you're going to be in a world of trouble.
Sure.
Sis, you can't handle that blow. For real, for real. But the crazy thing is, we in a time and era where it's hard for a woman to get a good man because these brothers, man, they are wicked as hell. They are wicked as hell, and you live and you learn, man. But one thing I do know, you don't know man have no business beating on no sister, and don't know sister have no business putting her hand on no man.
That's right.
And don't know sister have no business trying to raise her household by herself, man. A woman cannot raise a boy, make a young boy a man. A sister can only take it so far. Then it's that man's job to show his son how to be a masculine man and how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that's wrong that's on that pastor, man. These people don't care about what's going on in these households.
That's right.
The only household that pastor care about is his household. To the point now today, I be hearing that it be older women that's been going to some of these churches for years. And then they'll take sick and be at the hospital, and you got to pay these pastors to go see their people, man. That's not brotherhood.
That's right.
Why would a person have to pay? My mama been coming to your church for the last 19 years. She at the hospital sick, and this man want a donation to go see my mama. And she been cooking you chicken and taking stuff out the house and giving it to you. My daddy upset because she don't want him. She tired of her giving him his money.
Yep.
Because then the men was the head of the household the majority of the time back then. You know what I'm saying? And back then, the men used to bring the money to the house and give it to the woman and pay all the bills and stuff because the sisters would raise the children. She would cook. She would sew. She would wash. She would clean. She would love on her husband. These whores today don't do none of that. What make a woman today think she deserve a man that'll pay all the bills? A sister feel like a man's supposed to pay all the bills, and she could just take her money and do what she want to do with her money. Or the man make the child. The children come from the seed of the man, man. That ain't your child, sister. That's y'all children. You carried that child. That man made that child.
That's right.
When you opened your legs, he plowed you like you fertile soil, and he planted a seed in you. And that seed came from that brother made that baby. So for a woman to say, I was reading something today where women feel like they don't even got to get a baby the man's last name no more. I mean, it's getting so terrible out here till it's crazy, man. I'm serious. John, let's go to John 9:31. John 9, chapter 31. For everybody now, John chapter 9 and verse 31. The Bible just said the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's right.
This is what's going to help us. This is our independence. The hell with the 4th of July, man. The 4th of July don't got nothing to do with black people. White people had our people in total slavery at that time, man, walking around on dirt roads with chains on their ankles. that steel collar on his neck with the little bells on it, so he can't run away. Servants in the house. Can't he, boy, don't look me in my eyes. Nigga, you better not look at me. That type of life, man. Hell no. I'm glad I wasn't born in that era. I wouldn't know. I would not want to live in that time and in that era. I wouldn't. I ain't gonna tell that lie. John.
This is the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
Now that's a heavy hitter right there.
That's right.
Read that one more time, please.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Now the Bible said God do not hear sinners. We not saying that. John 9:31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners. So if you're sinning, the Lord is not listening to your prayers, idiot. Stop listening to that pastor. The pastors done taught us all that God hate the sin but love the sinner. I used to hear that throughout my entire life. God he loved the sinner but hate the sin. According to the Bible, God heareth not a sinner. Read.
Verse 32. You want me to go into 32?
No. Go to Hosea 4:6. Slack it. Hosea 4:6. Slack it for that. So if you're not listening to the Most High, man, God does not hear your prayers. But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he hears. If you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you pray to the Most High, he hear your prayers, man. Okay. But if you're not following the laws, statutes, and commandments, he don't hear your prayers, man.
That's right.
That's in the Bible. Hosea 4:6.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Now that's the Lord talking to these pastors. That's the Lord talking to these pastors.
That's
man.
right.
I'm being honest with you. The Lord, read that one more time, Mark.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
And we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We don't even know who the hell we are. You don't know that you're an Israelite. You don't know that your native tongue is Hebrew. You don't know that I'm your brother. We all looking at each other. What they call it? Depending on what tax bracket you in. You know, some of us make them a little more than others. So you got the nerve to look down on your brother because your brother's having a hard time right now. Or your brother you might see somebody in the streets that's homeless, and you riding around, you got a couple $100 in your pocket, and you don't give a damn. The average black man walking around here, man, he got at least 4, 5, or 6 jackets in his damn coat closet that he don't even wear. And you'll ride past a brother and see that brother out there cold, and you won't even give him one of them coats that you forgot it was up in your damn closet. You know how many sisters, man? You know how to pack these sisters' closets out? Brothers catch hell in these houses, man, trying to find a spot to put his clothes. The sisters got so many shoes and clothes and stuff. We got all this extra stuff that you got clothes in your closet with tags on it, and you still buying clothes. You forgot that other stuff was in there. But you'll take that stuff and throw it in the garbage instead of thinking about one of your brothers out there that could use it or need it.
Right.
Hosea 4:6.
Start from the top. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And that's what's happening, man. The Lord done rejected us because we rejected him. Read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
And he talking about those pastors, man. These pastors walking around here, they not priests to the Most High. They not. Just because they got on a nice suit, shoes, they driving a nice car, and they got a nice crib, they got on their jewelry and stuff. People look up to people like that, man. And you think he got to be a man of God. He looked like he blessed. And when he worse than us. He worse than you are. He worse than you are, man. I could tell you stories of brothers that told me about their wives went to the pastor for counseling, for marriage counseling, and the damn pastor ended up in his bed. Come on, man. Read.
Come on, Khan. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God,
There we go again.
I will also forget thy children.
And that's what's going on, man. We don't forget the laws of the Father. How do we? And these black pastors are not helping. And if you're a black man and you in the church, if you in Joel Osteen Church or Dupree or whoever, all them wicked bastards, you need to get up and walk up out of them, because that white man don't know what the hell he read. He don't have no idea what he reading at all, I promise you. Because if he did, it'll scare him to death. Because he'll see what's coming for him.
Right.
He don't know what he reading. This Bible is like listening to a brother rap. Metaphors. Parables and metaphors, man.
Right.
When I call him my dog, if I say that's my dog, you know what I mean. A black man know what I mean when I say that. I'm not calling him a dog. I'm saying that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Pop called his gun what? His girlfriend. We all knew exactly what he was talking about, man. I said I'm going to the crib. You know damn well I ain't finna go climbing no baby crib. You understand that. The white people don't understand this Bible, man. Hell, the pastors don't understand it. It's obvious. If they do, they're even more wicked then. But they don't, because they go into these white theologian schools and being taught by the white man. And the white man teaching them today, what's real heavy in these churches is prosperity preaching.
Yep.
That's what's real heavy today in prosperity preaching and accepting everybody and everything. No matter how they are or what they are, you're supposed to accept them. When according to the Bible, man, it said we would be judges. We're going to judge angels one day. So if I tell a man that he shouldn't steal, if I tell a man he shouldn't be a homosexual, if I tell a man that he shouldn't be a drug dealer, I'm sharing the truth with that brother out of love. It's on you to be offended. When I share this truth with you, or when we share this truth with you, you're not rejecting us. You're rejecting the Most High. These are the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man.
Right.
You're not rejecting us. Jeez. Oh, man. Let's go to Proverbs 28 and 9. Once again, Israel, it's time to wake up and come up at these churches. It ain't no brotherhood in these churches, because some of these churches, man, they got a few hundred people in them, and none of them know each other. And you might get to know, depending on how long you've been there, man, you might know a couple of handfuls of them people in there. Other than that, man, ain't no brotherhood and sisterhood in these churches, man. I'm being honest with you. Proverbs 28 and 9.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination.
Oh my God, man, this is so serious, man.
That's right.
These verses we're bringing out today, man, y'all better be taking notes, man.
That's right.
I'm telling you, because it's not a joke, man. Read that again.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination, man. Now, if that don't scare you straight, something wrong with you.
That's right.
If you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord is not listening to your prayers.
That's right.
At all. He not. Y'all got to realize Satan will bless you too. Satan will bless you too, man. Satan will bless you too. He took Yahushua up on the top of the mountains and told Yahushua if he was to kneel, bow down to him, he would give him all the kingdoms of the earth. Even the Lord was tempted by the devil, man. So what make you think he won't give you the things that the desires of your heart, just to hold you in captivity, so you could die when the Lord come back, man? That is such a heavy verse right there, man, and that should make somebody listen. For all them Christians out there, man, that think God love everything and love everybody, and you can't make him angry because he all love and all this stuff. The Lord ain't even listening to your damn prayers, man. Yesterday, when everybody was cooking all that abominable food, the Lord, and coming and assembling together, the Most High wasn't with that. The Lord was not with that, man. He ain't never with that, man. If you go cook you some chitlins, we got a lot of our people still like to eat chitlins. Today, in all the way up to today, we still got black people that's eating chitlins, man, and love it, slurping that stuff, slurping that crap up with their hot sauce and their mustard and stuff. You eating pig booty, man. You eating what the dookie come out of, man. You know, it's like the white man used to take the pig, and you know he loved his pig. He'll take all the good meat, and then he'll leave all the insides laying there. These niggas hungry as hell. So they figured out how to survive, man. That's all. It's slave food. But the Lord don't want us to eat that stuff, man. I read one story about some brothers. They used to be so hungry, man. They would go over there and get a sheep or get one of the animals and give them an incision and take parts out of it and sew it back up and let it go, just trying to survive, man. Our people were suffering, man. America has always been rich. Over half of the wealth of America came from slavery. Over half of the wealth of America came from picking cotton and whatever else they had our people picking down there, man. The whole fight, this whole Civil War fight was about economics because them people down south was getting rich, hand over fist, because of free labor. So the North, the South was getting so rich, the North went to battle against the South. Not because they wanted to free blacks, not because they cared about blacks. It was about the money.
That's right.
It was about the economics, man. Because the scale was being tilted. Over half of the wealth in America was made off of slavery, man. And yet we still on the bottom. We still don't have anything. Now you got Biden sitting up here talking to our brothers and sisters from that disaster that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Talking about what he say over here? Biden vows aid for Black Americans. Really? I don't believe it. You know, these people will say anything, man, to get another vote. They'll say anything they can say to get you to sway to their side. Matter of fact, since him and that broad been in here, I don't see nothing they done. To be honest with you, I don't see nothing they've been doing. Nothing. I don't see nothing these people been doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's Isaiah 30 and 20. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teacher be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Now,
according to the Bible, Isaiah 30 and 20, it said, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversities, and that's what we got so many hurdles we got to go around and go through and go under and go over and everything else, man. We have so many problems. Basically, we have problem after problem after problem. These people study making laws to get more money out of us. They got the penitentiary so full of brothers, man. You still got brothers getting out of the penitentiary that have been in there for 20-some years and didn't do a damn thing. Back in them 70s and them 80s, man, you had cops that was getting brothers and making them confess to murders and then setting them up. And right now today, these cops will put drugs on a black man. They will put a gun on a black man, man, and send you up. They don't care about your life. They don't care about your family. And though the Lord gave us the bread of adversities and the water of affliction, and we are suffering, man. We suffering because of our disobedience. We're going through the things we're going through because of our disobedience and being stiff-necked. And y'all don't want to listen. Yet shall not thy teachers be removed unto the corners anymore. And the teachers that they talking about right now today are the men in the Isupk, man.
That's right.
Since 1969, the Lord has started putting his truth back into this earth through this school under command of General Yohana, man.
That's right.
And I thank the Most High for my spiritual father, man. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real, real honest, man. Because if it weren't from him, man, a lot of brothers that's in the school, man, ain't no telling what we'll be out there doing. We'll be out there selling drugs, breaking in houses, shooting our people down. Because it ain't no punks in this school, man. Ain't nothing but real niggas in this school, man.
That's right.
That's it. Brothers that's done been through something. I'm not scared to go out there with the pimps, the players, the drug dealers, and the prostitutes. I'm not scared to walk with them. I growed up with them. That's all I used to hang around.
That's right.
I hung with the drug dealers. I hung with the gang bangers and the pimps. That's where I'm from. I'm from the projects and the street corners. I didn't grow up in no damn gated community. Come on, man. But thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And that verse right there is talking about the men in the Isupk. When you see us coming outside and we preaching to the wind on that wood, man, on the mics, y'all better start listening. Y'all better start listening to when we open up these books and start giving you this truth that the Lord wants you to hear about following his law, statutes, commandments. You want to know how you can get out of this condition that you're in? You want to know why your children are dying, our babies are dying and being shot, why the condition we in is so hellish? It's because we're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. And you're not going to hear it from nowhere else.
That's right.
These false preachers not going to tell you that. These preachers are a waste of your time. Quit getting up going to them churches on Sunday. Because it's not doing anything, man. You ain't doing nothing but fattening them people's pockets.
That's it.
That's it and that's all. You fattening these people's pockets, man. And they don't give a damn about black people. They love the white man. They want to be like they want to be like the white man, man. They want to live like the white man, man. When they go home at night, man, these people don't give a damn, man. It's okay, you got some, they'll do a little of this or a little of that here or there in the neighborhoods, man. And the majority of the time it's the women. They got the women in charge of everything. You ain't gonna see our sisters not going out on the corners with no Bibles in their hands trying to fish for God's people. That's not their job. That's not a sister's job. A sister should not even be trying to teach no man nothing at the Bible, man. She should be learning in silence from her own husband.
That's right.
That's what she should be learning from, man. And when you see these female evangelists and female pastors and the first ladies and all this stuff, man, they ain't nothing. Come on, man, stop it. They ain't no different than we are. They ain't no different than you are. They sinning too. They teaching you how to sin. They showing you how to sin. Because they not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High at all. Not even a little bit. Read.
Khan, for Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah.
10.
No, Isaiah was at 20. Isaiah 20.
I mean, it's like 20, 21.
I think so, yeah. Isaiah 20, 21. Read.
Khan, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
No matter what you do, man, we should be following the law, statutes, and commandments. No matter what you should be doing, man, we should be following these law, statutes, and commandments. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, follow these law, statutes, and commandments, man. And stop following man. Stop following the wicked. Stop following the world. That's what you need to do. Stop following the world. Stop being such a wicked bastard, man, and stop doing wicked stuff. Stop thinking it's okay to lay on your bed at nighttime and plot and scheme and stuff. And thinking the next day you can get up and go do anything for $1. Our sisters are whoring themselves out for money, man. Our brothers are committing all sorts of crimes for money, man. You cannot love the world and follow the Most High at the same time. It's impossible. You cannot do that. Jeremiah 23 and 1.
Okay. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord.
Now, according to the Bible, man, the Bible just said, read that one more time, real clear from me.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord.
This is not nothing we saying. We telling you what the Lord said, man. And the Lord said, woe. And when you ever hear the word woe, wherever you see the word woe in the Bible, man, that means death and destruction. That's what that means. And the Lord said, woe be unto these pastors, man, that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. The Lord loves us, the 12 tribes, man. The Lord is not in love with all the nations that's on this planet.
That's right.
And the Lord is very, very angry with these pastors. The Bible just said, for destroying and scattering the sheep of my pasture. How do these pastors are destroying God's sheep? By misleading them, by not teaching them the law, statutes, and commandments, by not telling them that if you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you don't have a relationship with the Most High. The Lord is angry with you, very angry with you. That right there, man, is a cut on the pastors right there, man. That's the cut right there. And it's time for everybody to wake up, man, and come up at them churches. We keep telling y'all, come up at these doggone churches, man, because they're not doing God's people no good at all. At all, man. Let's jump down to Exodus 15:3 right there.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Read that one more time, nice and clear.
Father Makan. The Lord is a man of war.
The Bible said the Lord is a man of war, man. The Lord is not all love. The Lord is not sitting up there, damn it, want to pat you on your head and on your back and baby you. He is not your mama. The Lord is not your mama. The Bible said the Lord is a man of war. And when the Lord come back, he coming back to set this place straight.
Right.
He coming back to defend us. All the bloodshed that's been over I think they said over 1.90 million black people were murdered on them ships, man. Bringing them over here where they was raping the women and killing them for sports. Then they got to the point where they were the ones that didn't want to eat. They rather die than to come over here because they didn't know what they was coming to. They would take them and chain them up and take a blunt object and break all their teeth out their damn mouth, man. And stick some long tube down their throat and force feed them. That slop. Had our people down in the bottom of them ships, man, stacked up literally like sardines. Dead bodies. I can't even imagine what the smell had to be like. Some of them voyages lasted for a year or so, man. Come on, man. Man, the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of, man.
Right.
That's real talk. That's real talk, man. Go to Job 9:24 right fast.
Okay.
Man, it's time, Israel. It's time for everybody to wake up, man. The time is clicking. Cause yesterday I was sitting up watching the television, man, and now they starting to leak out the news that they having all these UFO sightings. Now I was watching one that had me captivated, man. It was one ship. It was like 7 or 8 sight. They you can see it on their radar, and they tracking these crabs floating and flying with no wings. No exhaust coming from them, and the way they was moving, it's like they moving like these airplanes can't move like they was moving, and then a couple of them just dipped off into the sea and disappeared off their radar. Those are niggas flying around in them aircrafts, man. That's them angels, man. Sweet Lord, sweet cherry Lord, the old Negro song coming to carry me home. When the Lord come, they coming with chariots to get God's people, man. They're not coming. They coming in chariots. And if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're not gonna get a chance to get on no chariot, man. The Lord gonna leave you back here, and all that hell that's gonna be breaking out, all the destruction that's gonna be going on, nuclear warfare. So once again, it's time for everybody to wake up and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, because that's the only way that you could have a relationship with the Most High, man. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is not. He do not give it. He is not your mother. He is not going to baby you and have sympathy on you, because once you hear us out there on them streets, on them Saturdays, on them mics, man, you hearing the truth whether you like it or not.
That's right.
And if you're not a plan, if you don't change your wicked ways and come out of that world and start following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be destroyed right with this place. And according to the Bible, when the Lord come back, he gonna destroy this place to the point where there will never be no more habitation over here in North America. And you do not want to be in the middle of that. You do not want to be here when they start dropping them bombs and stuff and trying to go against the Yahushua, man.
That's right.
I'm being honest with you, man. For real, for real. Job 9:24.
Khan, it's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Now, according to the Bible said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the hand of the wicked? The wicked is the white man, man. That's who running the earth right now. That's who everybody want to be like. That's who okay and everything. I just seen a story today where it's a school in New York where they trying to teach the 3rd and 4th graders about masturbation. Why the hell would you want to teach a child, a baby, about masturbation? Come on, man. Well, that don't even make sense. That don't even make sense, man. These people are trying to pass laws that's going to constantly destroying us and pulling us away from the Most High. How could that even be legal? Or why would you? Who could even come up with an idea like that? Why would you even want to do that to them kids? And I couldn't believe it. It's in the city of New York, man. I'm like, this is crazy as all out, man. They done legalized drugs. They done legalized homosexuality. Now they're trying to legalize being a pedophile. That's even going on. They want to legalize being a pedophile, man. They want to make it legal, saying that a 9-year-old or 8-year-old know what they want to do, and they have a right to, if they want to. Look at Dwayne Wade. Come on, they talking about this chump is they gave this chump a Father of the Year award, and he landed on him and that wicked ass broad. He done married, man. They over there. I don't know what they doing in that household. For real, there's something real crazy going on in that household, man. I'm being honest with you. Now he just said a couple of days ago, he's saying that his wife, he feel like women should be the head of the household. This brother is lost, man. This dude is wicked as hell. For him, first he okaying and approving that his son is a homosexual, and he's supporting it. Now he's saying that women should be the head of the household, and people listening to that crap and agreeing with that crap, man. I know these sisters. I bet you so many black women agreed to that when they heard that, boy. That they got off on that, because that's how they feel anyway today. The average black woman today feel like she don't need a man in the house. Matter of fact, she don't want no man in the house because she want to dress how she want to dress. She want to do what she want to do. All they want to do is put on these damn these synthetic wigs. They getting these Brazilian butt lifts and these long eagle claw nails, and they putting on these pants and letting their tails hang at the bottom of these pants and being scantily dressed and coming outside doing what they want to do. So many of these sisters buying these damn stretch pants, man, and ain't putting on no panties up under them. Some of these sisters got some wide tails, man, and you can see clearly that they ain't got on no clothes up under them things, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Who is the wicked? The white man. That's who running this earth. That's who causing all this stuff to happen. That's who putting the music. I remember a time, man, where they used to censor so much music. They was even censoring commercials. Now they just letting every damn thing be on television. And you can make any kind of music today, and they don't even censor it. They just let it go on out into our communities. They talking about killing. All these rappers talking about is murder, murder, murder. Having sex with your wife. Killing another black man. Drinking lean. Taking all these different pills that they study talking about they taking and stuff, man. Celebrating these birthdays and things of that nature, man. Even according to the Bible, man, even go there and break it down and tell you that it's a sin to have to practice in bestiality. And if you research the stuff that we're saying, man, it's wealthy white guys that's going over to little places like Thailand and stuff like that just to have sex with children. Then they go into other parts of the world where they having sex with pigs and animals and stuff. The white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. And he destroying this place. And these pastors are at fault because they misleading God's people, and they're not letting God's people know that they need to turn from their wicked ways and follow these law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
And so that's why, by us not doing what the Lord said do, that's why we're in the conditions that we are in today. That's why we're suffering the way we're suffering, man. To the point now where it's not our women can't even. Two women riding down the street in the car, and another car ride past them and shoot at the damn car, knowing there ain't over two women in the car. That's not brotherhood or sisterhood, man. These young men today are so effeminate till it's done got way, way, way out of hand, man.
That's right.
Way out of hand. And the police don't have no answer for it. The politicians don't have no answer for it. You know what I'm saying? Your community leaders don't have no answer for it. Look at them people that was doing that Black Lives Matter thing. They talking about Black Lives Matter. Now she ready to step down from that position because she under investigation for taking the money out of that Black Lives Matter thing and spending it on property. And you can read on the story where they said they didn't even have no concern about rebuilding the black families. It was mostly about pushing homosexuality, lesbianism. Because the women that was heading that, man, the lady that was heading that, she got a white girlfriend that looked like a dude.
So I get Christianity. It's the same exact thing.
That's just all it is. Same exact. Christianity is okaying homosexuality. Christianity is giving black people the right to do whatever they want to do. And according to the Bible, you cannot serve two gods, man. You either gonna serve one and love the other one. And if you love the world, you do not love the Most High, because you're not gonna follow the law, statutes, commandments. And the Lord, and that's angering the Most High, man. That's why we're having the afflictions that we're having. That's why we're having the adversities that we're having, man. That's why we're suffering and we're at the bottom. We are, according to the Bible, we are the salt of the earth. But yet and still, we are on the bottom right now because we refuse to follow the law, statutes, commandments. Right. We refuse to do what the Lord said do. And that's falling on these pastors for misleading God's flock, man. For misteaching God's people. So on that one, man, I think, okay, we're going to close. Let's go to Jeremiah 10:1. Everybody just got through celebrating. A lot of our people just got through celebrating and cooking yesterday or the day before yesterday for this so-called holiday that just passed, man. It's wickedness to celebrate your birthday. It's wickedness to celebrate Christmas or Easter or Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of those days that the white man got on his calendar and telling black people that they should follow. All you doing is making the other nations rich. You taking money out of your community and making these other nations rich, these merchants and stuff. We pouring all our money into these other communities, and these people sending their money to their own, from wherever they come from. They land, they people. And that's what's wrong with us, man. We keep on trying to, we started trying to follow the white man. We're doing everything he said do. Everything that these people tell you to do, you're doing it. And that's a generational curse that's been passed down. And it's time to break that. It's time to take your spirit up out of America. Quit strengthening this place, because you're going to die with it when your house shot come back if you don't. We're going to close out on this verse right here, man. On this precept right here. In Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus, verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
The Bible said, learn not the ways of the heathen, man. And that's what we're doing, man. It's time to wake up, Israel. It's time to realize that what we've been doing all these years is not helping. Martin Luther King's dream was a nightmare for the black community. We should not have been fighting to drink out of the white water faucets. We should not be fighting to let our little black kids play with the little white kids. We should not have been fighting to let our black kids. We was better off when we had our own schools, man. Don't you see what they did? This whole thing about the Black Wall Street. The Black Wall Street, man. These people got envious and started attacking and murdering. They came to Oklahoma and started chasing blacks and murdering them in the streets. Like they had the authority at that time was giving white guys the authority to help them to go into Tulsa, Oklahoma to murder blacks. And it's still happening right now today, man. Look how they ran that brother down that was just jogging, man. Them three white boys, them three old, and they was older dudes, man. They ran that man down talking about he had just robbed something or he had broken into something, and they shot that man with a shotgun and killed him. And all he was doing was jogging. Look what they did to, what was the little boy name over there on Pulaski? They shot him 20 sometimes. No. A couple years ago. Damn, what was his name? Well, anyway, man, we are being hunted down in our streets. I'm serious. We being hunted down in our streets, and they're not holding themselves accountable for nothing that they doing, man. There's nowhere in the hell that you could shoot a person down and shoot him 15 or 16 times, and all you get is 5 years. Come on, man. Are you crazy? It's time for us to wake up, Israel, and stop following these people. It's time for us to wake up and stop celebrating all these different holidays. It's time for us to wake up and come up out of all these churches and stuff, man, and these mosques and stuff. It's time to wake up and stop following the law, statutes, commandments, and do what the Most High said do. And until that happens, nothing is going to change in these communities. Nothing at all. Nothing. I don't care how much you vote. We don't care how much you pray. We don't care how much you run laps around these churches. We don't care how many tithes you pay. We don't care what you do. Nothing is going to change until you turn from your wicked ways and stop following these law, statutes, commandments, according to the Bible.
Right.
So with that, man, we're going to close out on that right there, man. That's my time, Israel Shalom. I'll pass the class over to Precinct Officer Ramawan.
ISUPK security announcements. We got an ISUPK starting on the 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When the new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission of the permission from the heads to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department of the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we got the closing out of the Feast of First Fruit. I believe it's June 20th, sundown. Anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.